righty, good evening, everybody, and welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois, as we get ready for match number 2, the varsity contest here this evening from A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois, as the Rockridge Rockets look to make it 2 wins on the night. Their JV squad getting the job done just moments ago, but we'll see if A-Town can respond here in this one as the Tornadoes do battle with the Rockets here this evening. My name's Wyatt Reed as we get ready to go here. Both teams, as I mentioned in the JV matchup, coming into this one struggling a little bit on the season so far. A-Town, I believe, still looking for their first win of the season. They haven't played a ton of matches. That's going to change this weekend as they're in a tournament this weekend. So they're going to play some. They're going to get some more games under their belt. But A-Town coming in looking for their first win of the season, while Rockridge comes into this one. They have won 3 games on the season, but they are sitting with a record of 3-9. Their last win was against Mercer County just a few days back on, actually it was 9 days ago, back in Mercer County. So that was on September 9th, a 2-0 win. Their last matchup, though, against Orion, they fell 2-0. A-Town coming in off of their last game yesterday, where they played Anawan in Anawan, and it was a 2-0 defeat at the hands of Anawan in that one. So we'll see how things play out here in this one. Again, both teams looking to get a little bit of momentum, trying to get things on the right track here this evening. And we'll see just what happens here, as it should be a good one, though. Like I said, 2 teams kind of coming in a little on the scuffling side, but you never know what's going to create a spark for one of those teams out there. So we'll see how this one plays out for both sides. Feel free to get into the comments here this evening and let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for, your reaction to the match here this evening. The JV squad just a short time ago fell in 2 sets. A-Town, the A-Town JV squad, that is, 25-13, 25-17. They were close games, though. They were close sets. As we were early on in the contest, it was 10-9 in the first set. And then Rockridge went on, what was it, 15-4 run to finish things off. And then in the second set, it was 9-8. And then the Rockridge went on another run. They went on a 16. That'd be what, a 16? Then it was 14. So that'd be a 16-6 run before A-Town scored a couple of points down to set point or match point before Rockridge eventually disposed of the Tornadoes in that one. So, again, we just want to get off to a strong start. If you're A-Town, they've struggled to get off to a strong start. They're going to be looking to get off to a strong start, maybe get a lead, force them into a timeout. Just get a little bit of momentum on the side there. It's hard to, this sport is, I mean, it's hard enough as is, but when you start chasing early in the match, it's hard to come back, because this sport is just so competitive here. And I don't think we give these girls enough credit by just the amount of competitive vigor. Is that the word I'm looking for? The amount of competitiveness in the these athletes out here on the floor about to do battle here tonight. So excited to see this one, though. And again, feel free to get into the comments. As the horn has sounded, I believe we're going to get ready for the national anthem, which we'll take a break for if that is indeed the case. Did introductions before the JV game. I assume we'll do those for the varsity game as well. But teams are lining up for the national anthem. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this on TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening as we get ready for this contest between the Rockets of Rockridge and the Tornadoes of A-Town. Starting lineups being announced. Leah DeCook out there, number 4. Followed then by number 18, that is Hayden Ruggles. Number 20 is Josie Hughes. Number 22 is Avery Wynn. Number 23 is Shelby Bull. Number 16 is Haley Bowden. And I think that is it, your starting lineup there. I lost count there. Nope, number 5, the libero here this evening. That is Ciara Watson, excuse me. A-Town Tornadoes being announced here this evening. Their starting lineup going to look very similar to what it's been in the past couple of matchups here. Number 11, Maya Alderson, makes her way out there, followed then by number 7, Charlie Cox. Number 21, Avery Stiegel, makes her way out onto the floor as well. Followed then by number 2, that is Emily Wallace getting the start. Coming off the JV game, getting some playing time here in the varsity matchup. So that's going to be interesting to see. And how about Ava Patch also getting the start here? A couple of, Ava Patch is a freshman and Emily Wallace a freshman as well. So a couple of freshmen in the starting lineup here for A-Town. So that's going to be interesting to watch here. Ava Patch had a couple of aces in the last varsity game we saw. So maybe that combined with some good practices have earned Ava the starting spot. Emily Wallace also earning herself a starting spot here tonight. So that's awesome to see. Some young talent getting to flex their muscles here tonight. We'll see how this one plays out here. Rockridge makes their way out onto the floor. Teams have done their handshakes at center court, and we are about ready to get this one started here. Good to have you with us again. Feel free to get into those comments. We love hearing from you all here this evening. It's going to be another good one here tonight. Again, A-Town looking for their first win of the season. Rockridge looking for their 4th. Alderson will start it out with the service. A-Town on the left side of your screen. Rockridge will be on the right side of your screen in the maroon uniforms. Alderson waiting patiently as we are now officially underway here from A-Town High School. As tapped over, Charlie Cox will dig that one out. Alderson setting it up for Cox. Cox will just tap it over. And that one into the back corner. That's a nice play there. Number 22 or number 23, either one, they're going to get the kill. I just got to figure out which one it was. I think it was 22. No, they gave it to 20. That's Josie Hughes. That would not have been my guess, but hard to see the numbers from up here in the Crow's Nest. Alderson. That one off the block. Cox will send that one over. There is Hughes again. That's dug out for a moment. Hendel battling for it, but it's going to go out of play. And Hughes, a lot of power there. I got a hunch that she is related to Miss Maddie Hughes. Somebody on the in the comments wants to fill me in on that. I'm sure they're either sisters or cousins. Either way, they're a problem. Maddie put on a show in the JV matchup. As that one goes back across, is that going to be in the corner? Yes, it is. Another beautiful play there into the corner. That'll be a kill for number 18. That is Hayden Ruggles. So 2 kills already here for Rockridge, a 3-0 lead. And still serving it up, number 4, that's Leah DeCook. As that one sent across there by Emily Wallace. Nearly got that one to drop. That would have been a nice play there by Wallace at the net, and A-Town can't get it over. Avery Stiegel runs into that one. It's a 4-0 start here for the Rockets. Not the ideal start when I said you want to start fast. This has been the opposite of that. Charlie Cox, I think a miscommunication between Cox and Alderson, or actually, yeah, that was Cox and Patch. That was Ava Patch. 5-0 the score. Served in again by DeCook. There's Taylor Hendel. Hendel gets that one just a little wide, and the early run is going to continue. It's a 6-0 run to start. How about this start for the Rockets? We'll take a break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as a 6-0 start here for the Rockets of Rockridge. Things have certainly not gone the Tornadoes' way here in the early going. Coach Tinkham calling a timeout to calm her squad down here a little bit, and we'll see if it works out for them. As DeCook will serve it in again, and there is, right out of the timeout, that is nicely done. Avery Stiegel will pick up the kill. And that's sometimes all you need, just a little timeout, a little breather. Avery Stiegel comes in and hammers that one to the floor. Here's Charlie Cox. I argue the best server on this team. And that one went right off the face of Stiegel. Seven to 1 now is the score. I was saying earlier that Taylor Hendel, she had an excellent outing in the last game I did against West Hancock last week, so I think she would be the player to watch on my side here, but that was before we got a couple of freshmen making the start here tonight. Ava Patch and Emily Wallace, number 1 and number 2 respectively, as that one hammered out of play by Hughes. Getting a little too much behind that one for Josie Hughes. Josie Hughes is one heck of an athlete, man, I tell you. Jumps off the screen at you there. Here's Stiegel. And this one sent over by Hughes. Cox to Alderson, setting it up. There's Wallace off the block. 7-2 the early start, as that one hammered out wide. So some mistakes after the timeout. Shelby Bull hammers that one a little too long. And it's now 7-3. Avery Stiegel will come in and serve it again, as that one just gets over the net. Here's Hughes. Dug out by Alderson here, setting it up for Hendel. That one tapped, blocked out of play though. And it's another point. A-Town has won 4 of the last 5. Stiegel, that timeout came at the perfect time, but that run is going to come to an end as that one will go out of play, and the Rockets will take their 4-point lead back. Checking into the ball game, number 13, that is Anna Servin. Haven't said her name much this year, so she's earning some playing time. Here's Hughes on the serve. Hendel. Oh, and Hendel just mistimed her jump on that one. Otherwise, she was going to hammer that one across. 9-4 now the score. And I said something in the last match that I did. Hendel, she's going to keep swinging. Last year, she kind of got flustered a little bit after a miss like that. She'll keep swinging here tonight. And there is the first swing by Ava Patch here in this one, and she hammers it just a little too long. 10-4, the lead for the Rockets as Josie Hughes will continue serving it in. I believe Josie Hughes, and that one off the block, and that goes down, and it's Taylor Hendel. What did I tell you? She's going to keep swinging. Hendel gets the kill. Her first kill of the night. As the service comes in, we're back underway. That was Emily Wallace, by the way, with the service. Charlie Cox. There's Hendel again off the top of the net. It's going to be tipped out by Rockridge. And the point will go to A-Town. Ten to 6 now the score. As Emily Wallace serves that one. Oh, that is just a hair out of. She was trying to come to the near side, but couldn't get that one in play. They've got Hendel with 2 kills. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I missed one then. That's my bad. Here's Hendel again. Actually, that was, I believe that was serving that got it across. That one off the block and hitting it down to the floor. Shelby Bull. You got a last name of Bull, you better have some power, and there was some power behind that swing. Absolutely. Shelby Bull, her first kill of the night. Serving it up, number 22, Avery Wynn. Ooh, A-Town struggling with that one, and that'll hit the floor. That'll be a service ace. First ace of the ball game for Avery Wynn. First ace of the match for either side. 13 to 6. Wynn serving it up. Ooh, and that one dug out there. Struggling with it. That might be another ace. Either way, it's another point. 14 to 6 now the score. We'll see if they give that one an ace. I don't think they will, but that's neither here nor there. 14 to 6. Wynn serving it back in. Alderson has control of it this time. There's Patch off the block. And that one hit towards the back corner. That one dug out. It's got to go over. It does. Nicely done. Sent over by Anna Servin. And that one going to go out of play. Oh, that was a great effort there by A-Town on that point. I lost the clock there for a second. There we go, the scoreboard for a second. 14 to 7 now the score. Sometimes it does that. Taylor Hendel serving it up. Well, that one got some power on that one. To the corner there. As it goes up, here's Charlie Cox able to save that one. And it's going to hit the floor. Give Charlie Cox a kill. Her first kill of the night. That was kind of a botched play by the Princes. Or not the Princes, the Rockets. I looked down, I thought I saw Princeville's colors for a second. Even though I've been saying the Rockets all night. Hendel sends that one into the net. I'm tired. I've been going since 4 a.m. this morning, or 4:30 this morning, y'all. Didn't get my afternoon nap either, so I'm not at my A game. I am not cranky, for the record. As that one sent in, number 23, Shelby Bull, the serve. And that one hammered out of play. Number 18, Hayden Ruggles. A little too much on that one. It's 15 to 9. Checking back into the ball game, number 21, Avery Stiegel for A-Town, as Ava Patch will do the serving duties. Is that going to be in? No! They say just out of play. Wow, that was close. Student section didn't agree with that one. 16 to 9. Now serving it up, Ciara Watson. Watson will get that one in as the libero here this evening. Here's Charlie Cox. Oh, she got some power too, but she hits that one just a little wide. Lead is up to 8, biggest it's been here so far for the Rockets. Watson. Alderson gets it now to Cox. Sends that one off the top of the net. That one's off the block, they say, and that one hits the floor. So another kill for Charlie Cox. She's got 2 here tonight. She was rather quiet, I believe, in the last game I did against West Hancock. Let me take a look at the numbers there real quick. No, she had 4 kills, so she was anything but. Here's Alderson, Maya Alderson. 17-10 now the score. Miscommunication there by the Rockets. They were pushing each other into each other, trying to figure out what to do as that one hit out of play. Good effort there by Avery Stiegel, but it's just a little too strong. 18-10. Back to an 8-point lead here for the Rockets. Number 4, Leah DeCook. She went on that service run to start this match. Here is Stiegel again. She'll try to get it into the corner. That's dug out nicely by Shelby Bull. Cox digs it out for A-Town. Alderson gets it to Wallace. And that one to the back corner, trying to get it to the corner anyway, and hit just a little too hard for Stiegel, the senior. 19-10. As the service comes in now for Leah DeCook. Here's Wallace off the top of the block there. Alderson getting it to Cox. Cox will send that one over, and it goes out of play. That'll be another kill for Charlie Cox. 3 kills on the night for Charlie Cox. That one hit out of play by the Rockets. 19-11 now the score. And Cox will come in and do the serving. Would not want to be on the receiving end of one of those serves from Charlie Cox, I'll say that. Here's Wallace. Wallace hits that one into the net. It was a nice design there for A-Town, but it drops to the floor after hitting the net. Wallace had some good swings at it. She's just not been able to connect in the right way. 20-11. As there's a new name into the match here. I'll try to get that for you here. Number 3. That's Lizzie Bonsack. As that one off the block there. Here's Hendel off the block. There's Hughes. Dug out nicely by Cox. Tapped over by Hendel. Good scramble between both sides here. 20-11 our score. Sets it up for Hendel off the block. That one off the block, so they get to reset. There's Wallace. Oh, nearly got that kill, but it's dug out nicely by the Rockets. Cox to Alderson, now to Hendel again. That one off the block, and that one down to the floor. Oh, what a great effort by both sides, but the Rockets get the job done there. Good battle back and forth. 21-11 now the score. Bonstack will serve it up again. This one's got to go over, and it does. Somehow, some way, Stiegel was able to get that one over. That one blocked nicely there. Avery Wynn will try again. We got a whistle. That's going to be a point for A-Town. Oops, I gave it to the wrong team there. As I was saying, give it to A-Town. I gave it to the Rockets. 21-12. Avery Stiegel. She'll serve it up. And unfortunately serve that one into the net, so it's 22-12. Here's Josie Hughes, the senior, for this Rockets team. Alderson. Here's Hendel. Hendel, oh, that one was just stuffed right there. Combination of Haley Bowden and Avery Wynn on that one. Nice block there. They're going to give that one to Avery Wynn. They'll give her a kill. And that one into the rafters. And it's going to be another point for the Rockets. Set point. Or no, it's 23-12. Oh, nope, I was right. Go with your gut. Say it all the time. 24-12. We got a whistle. We got a timeout. We'll keep it here as we're close to the end of the set here. If we do go to the end of the set, we'll have a timeout there anyway. So we'll keep it here. 24-12 is the score. Rockridge, just one kill apiece for Hayden Ruggles and Josie Hughes, Avery Wynn, and Shelby Bull. Killing an ace for Avery Wynn. Other than that, though, their scoring has been a little quiet. Charlie Cox has got 3 kills tonight. She's doing a majority of the heavy lifting there for A-Town. It's 3 kills, 2 kills for Taylor Hendel, and 1 kill for Avery Stiegel. 24-12, though, the score after the timeout. Hughes will send that one in. Back underway here. Here's Patch. Patch going to send that one right to the near side, and Ava Patch. She'll pick up a kill here tonight. That was a nice play, heads-up play there, sending that one to the near side. Emily Wallace, the freshman, getting the start here tonight. She'll serve that one in, and that one hammered to the floor, and that'll end our first set. Avery Wynn picks up her 2nd kill of the night. 25-13 our score after 1 set. A-Town needs to win in order to keep this thing going. They need to win it in set 2. Will they be able to do so? We'll find out here in just a moment. Keep it here. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we get ready for set number 2. As the first set, all Rockridge, they got out to a dominant start. They led 6-0 right out of the gate and never looked back. They were led by, the biggest lead here in this one ended up being the 12-point finish, but it was all Rockridge there throughout most of that set. A-Town had some points where they were battling a little bit, but still, it was pretty much all Rockridge here. A-Town making some mistakes as well, so Rockridge was able to take advantage of those. So 1 set down. A-Town needs to win this 2nd set in order to send it to a decisive 3rd set. Otherwise, we're going home after 2. And A-Town will have to go fishing for their next win, their first win, as the little guy nearly ran out onto the court there. That is an excited little fella right there. Mama there to save the day, though, as Leah DeCook will come in and do the serving duties here for Rockridge, and we are underway. Alderson will send it over on 2. Good to have you with us here tonight. Here is Wynn. That one into the rafters. That one tapped off the net. As back over, nicely done there. That one to the ground. Maya Alderson will pick up her first kill of the night. The Tornadoes with a 1-0 lead here, as Steve giving me an update on the the Thursday night game. Miami leads the Buffalo. Or no, it's a tie ball game. Miami and Buffalo tied at 7. There's Hughes. Oh, that one down to the floor. Hughes gonna pick up her 2nd kill of the night. Josie Hughes. We're tied at 1. Tie ball game. I thought that 12.5-point line looked ridiculous on a Thursday night. You really think somebody's going to beat them by double digits? Miami's fighting for everything. Their coach likely on the hot seat. There's Stiegel, that one down to the floor. Nicely done there. Stiegel will pick up another kill, her second of the night. 2-1 A-Town now with that lead as Charlie Cox serves it in. Into the rafters it goes. Here's Josie Hughes tapping it over. A-Town with a chance here. Here's Patch to Hendel. Hendel sends that one right into the net. Might have been off the block. Either way, we're tied at 2. So 7-7 early in that contest there on Thursday Night Football. I did not get a bet in on that one, unfortunately. I was really wanting to. I got distracted at home. Taylor Hendel sends that one into the net. Three to 2, Rockets with the early lead. Their first lead here in the set. Hendel will check out. Into the match, Addie Gemmel-Clausen. First time seeing her in this, in my doing games here this season, as Emily Wallace will get that one in. So Coach Tinkham is doing some tinkering with the lineups here to see what sticks. Here's Avery Wynn, that one off the block, nicely done there. Stiegel, I think with the block on that one. Alderson gets it to Wallace. Good battle on this one, here's Wynn. Dug out again nicely by Alderson. Here, that one off the block, out of play, A-Town's point. What a battle there. Addie Gemmel-Clausen, we'll see if they give her the kill. It was her that tapped it into the block, and then it went out of play. In to do the serving duties, number 13, Anna Servin. Serving that one up, and that one right down to the floor. That one too easy for Shelby Bull as the power taking it out on that one. That one drops to the floor, her second kill of the night, and the Rockets back in front by 1. As the next serve here, number 7, that's Sean Kinney. And Kinney is going to pick up an ace. Boy, we're digging deep into the stat sheet here today. Kenny going to pick up her first ace of the contest. And it's 5-3. As that one awkwardly off the hands of Anna Servin. And the Rockets now lead it 6-3. Back-to-back aces now for number 7, Kenny, Sean Kenny. Here's Emily Wallace towards the backside there. Can't get that one in play. Suddenly, it's a 4-0 run here for the Rockets. Kenny will serve that one in again. Here's Alderson, sends that one back to Wallace. Wallace giving it another go, and Emily Wallace will pick up the kill. 7-4, Emily Wallace. Give her a kill here tonight. As Wallace will now come in to do the serving duties. Tapped right over there, nicely dug out by A-Town. As sending that one to the corner, that is Addie Gemmel-Clausen. Had a good look at it, but sent that one just a little too far, 8-4. Now in, serving it up, number 23, Shelby Bull. No aces for her tonight. Ooh, that one awkwardly off the chin of Emily Wallace. As that one, that's going to go into the net and out of play. Not off the block that time, so it'll be Rockets point, 9-4. Biggest lead of this set here for the Rockets. They've had full control pretty much of this one from the get-go. Started with that 6-0 run in the first set. Here's Alderson getting it to Ava Patch. That one off the block, and that's going to go down to the floor. That is number 6, Marissa Mackey. Give her a kill. I don't know if they will, but that is a beautiful block. And a timeout called. We'll take a timeout with them back after this. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. After the timeout, 10-4, Rockridge with the lead here in the second set. Rockridge winning the first set, 25-13. By the way, update on the WNBA. Atlanta leads Indiana, 56-49. No Caitlin Clark, obviously, as that's going to be out of play. But still, a lot of folks still rooting for Indiana nonetheless. I am one of them. Kelsey Mitchell's got 19 at the half. Whew. She's putting on a good show. Might be for naught, which is unfortunate, but that's neither here nor there. Taylor Hendel will serve it up here for A-Town, as Hendel will serve that one into the net. So back-to-back service errors on both sides. And now coming in to do the serving is Ciara Watson. Watson serves that one in. Hendel, ooh, that one nearly disaster. Nearly went over, but it hit the net. And that one goes underneath the net. A good effort there by Anna Servin. But it's another point for the Rockets. 11, is it 11-5 or 12-5? I might have given them an early point on that one. That's going to go out of play. I think I gave him an early point. And that's my bad there. 11-6 now the score. Ava Patch coming in now, the freshman. Again, earning herself some playing time. Patch serves that one in. Oh, nice serve there. Nearly got an ace out of it. Here's Alderson setting up Cox. Cox going to get that one down to the floor. Nicely done by Charlie Cox. And they did update that score, by the way, so let's do this correctly here. 12-7 now is the score. Charlie Cox just picked up her 4th kill of the night by my tally. Scoreboard has her with 3. Here's Ava Patch. This girl going to be a star on the volleyball courts for A-Town in the future. She's just a freshman. That one tapped to the net. Nice battle there. Dug out for a second. Good effort by Emily Wallace. But it's going to be a point nonetheless for the Rockets. So 13-7 now the score. A-Town's giving it a battle. But some tough points here in this second set. Rockridge having to earn this one here in the second set. Oh, that one, nice play there. Tapped at the net. Was that Mackenzie Hughes, or Maddie Hughes? I believe it was, or Josie Hughes, excuse me. I think that was Hughes who tapped it, and A-Town wasn't quite ready for that tap. I'm going to give her the kill. That was a nice play by Hughes. Alderson at the net. That's going to hit the floor. Another point as Rockridge just getting all the lucky bounces here in this one. They gave a kill to number 18 on the board, so I'll give her a kill as well, Hayden Ruggles. 15-7. Oops, I have 16 on the board. Why do I have that? Alderson sends that one over. And that is going to be a point for A-Town. Nice response there. 15-8. In to serve it up now, number 11. That is Maya Alderson. She's having herself a pretty good outing here tonight. 1 kill on the night, but definitely been battling it out. Getting some nice sets. Ava Patch. Oh, that one goes right into the net. A miss hit there as Ava Patch. Into the net, so it's 16-8. Checking back into the ball game, Shelby Bull. Also checking into the ball game is Lizzie Bonsack. Bonsack will go to the line, and she'll serve it up. So Lizzie Bonsack gets that one in, or is that Bonesack? I don't know, either way. And that one sent over by Charlie Cox. Here's Hughes, dug out by Hendel. Across the court it goes. Charlie Cox, a little tap. Good battle back and forth here, and sending that one up for Emily Wallace off the top of the block. Rockridge ready for it. Is that one hammered? Dug out again by Hendel. Setting it up for Cox. Cox gets that one in. A nice play by Charlie Cox. Oh, what a battle that was. Charlie Cox with 5 kills. She is having one heck of an outing here tonight. She leads this match in kills, and now she'll go and do the serving duties. Haven't had near as many aces from Charlie Cox as we had last year. She was one heck of a server last year. I think everybody got the memo that this girl can serve. You got to be ready. Here's Hendel. Hendel picks up the kill, her 3rd of the night. Taylor Hendel, like I said earlier, she just keeps on swinging no matter what happens. She's had some mishits here in this one, but she makes up for it. She's got so much power. You got to let her keep swinging. Here's Hughes. She's got some power as well. Setting that one up. It's got to go over. Emily Wallace gets it over. 16-10. There's Hughes. Tried to get it dug out. Ava Patch, a good effort. But that is Josie Hughes, and she's got 4 kills now in this one. 17-10 is our score. And now Josie Hughes, she will come in and serve it up. Alderson to Hendel. Off the top of the block there. Nicely done. Nicely defended by the Rockets. Alderson sent back over. Corey Anderson into the game. Number 12 for A-Town. As that one will hit the floor. A nice play there by Avery Wynn, number 22. Her 3rd kill of the night. Well, you just don't know where it's coming from Rockridge, man. You've got one girl with 4 kills, one with 3, 2 with 2. Hughes serving that one. Oh, boy, trying to get that one over. Able to do so. Hendel. And that one tapped across. Number 6, Marissa Mackey into the game. Tapped at the net there. Corey Anderson. But good battle here. Here's Hendel. Hendel gets that one to go! Nicely done by Taylor Hendel. She's having herself a match. She's up to 4 kills on the night. Right behind Charlie Cox. Coming in, number 13, Anna Servin will serve it up. We got a whistle. And I think as a Rockets player was tying her shoe, I think we're going to get a reserve. Servin rocking that knee brace on the left side, but it's not slowing her down. Getting some playing time here in this one tonight. 18-11 as that one off the block, and that one goes out of play. Shelby Bull picks up her 3rd. 3rd kill of the night for Shelby Bull. The lead is 19-11. We've had some good battles here in this one. This one set a lot more competitive than the score would lead you to believe. A lot of young players out there for A-Town here in this one. Coach Tinkham just trying to figure stuff out, get a new lineup in, and see what works. Here's Hendel. Hendel gets that one into the net. But as I said earlier, she's going to keep on swinging. I think that's what you need to do. I think she's got arguably the most power on this team. Serving it up for Hendel again. There she goes, off the top of the net. Nearly got that one to go. Charlie Cox to Alderson. Here's Ava Patch, a little tap. Ooh, nice battle there. The Rockets able to save it. Alderson again, back to Patch. And here they go. That one, oh, that one's going to stay in. Off the block of A-Town and down to the floor. How that one stayed in is beyond me. 20-12 now the score. This has been one heck of a battle here in the second set as that one served up by Emily Wallace. As that one off the block, dug out nicely now by A-Town. Here's Hendel. It's got to go over. It does. And serving that one up again. That one might have been a miss hit, but it's going to work nonetheless. Marissa Mackey going to pick up her second kill of the day. And it'll make it 21-12. Excuse me. I was trying to move the mic and I ran out of time. Excuse me. As that's going to be a service ace. Shelby Bull again. She has been spectacular here in this one. Her first ace to go along with 3 kills. 22-12. Biggest lead so far here in this second set. Here's Taylor Hendel off the top of the block. Well defended by the Rockets. Nice dig there by A-Town. Hendel. Dug out by Charlie Cox. Here's Hendel again. That one off the top of the net. And that one will hit down to the floor. That did not get over, so it did not end up hitting the block for the Rockets. 23-12. We'll keep it here. As this one on the brink of being a Rockridge sweep. 25-13, they won the first set. On pace to do so again here. But this set feels like it's been a lot closer, I will say that. This one has been good battle back and forth. Some real hard-fought points. A-Town hasn't been making it easy. The first set, there were some mistakes on A-Town's side, made it a little bit easier for the Rockets. But this one, not the case. It has been a fierce competition here in the second set. A-Town not letting anything go easy, I will say. And that has turned into one heck of a match. Definitely something to hang your hat on here as Coach Tinkham trying to figure some things out here, playing with new lineups. Maybe she found something. Or maybe she's just liking the effort. That one off the top of the block, and that one's going to go to the floor. It's Ava Patch. (23-13) now the score. Back in to serve it up again. Here's Hendel. Or actually, that might be serving, excuse me. Nope, that was Hendel. That one, that's going to be an A-Town point. It never got over the net. 23-14 now the score. Hendel. Always go with your gut. I tell you all the time on these streams. Go with your gut. Go with your first instinct. There's an ace for Taylor Hendel. She's got 4 kills and an ace. She has been excellent here tonight. She's been playing really good volleyball here this season. I've been very impressed the few matches I've done this season. There's that one towards the middle. Hendel setting up Cox. Cox down the far side! And she's got 6 kills on the night. Oops. 23-16. That timeout really worked for Coach Tinkham. Called it when it was 23-12, and now it's 23-16. But then that one goes into the net, a service error. And one more point separates the Rockets from a 2-0 win here. A-Town going to need to go on a roll. Serving it up is Watson. Here's Alderson at the net. Had to get that one over. As that one back across. Alderson tapped over on 2. She couldn't get it over the net. And that's how this one will come to an end. What a match. What a good second set that was after Rockridge kind of dominated things in the first set. A good battle. A-Town didn't make anything easy in that second set, and those were some really good, hard-fought points. 25-16, though, is the score here in set number 2. As we get ready to wrap up our stream here tonight, let's take a look at some of the numbers. Rockridge, as I said moments ago, I mean, you just don't know where it's coming from. You've got a lot of different options. You kind of plan for Josie Hughes, I would say. But, I mean, Hughes did finish with the most kills here tonight for Rockridge. She had 4, but you have other players like Avery Wynn. She had 3 kills and an ace. 3 kills and an ace tonight for Shelby Bull. 2 kills tonight for number 18, Hayden Ruggles. 2 aces, I should say, tonight for Sean Kenny. And 2 kills tonight for Marissa Mackey by my tally. For A-Town, it was Charlie Cox. I mean, she put on a clinic here tonight. Had some good swings. Would have liked to see her swing maybe a little bit more, but she was doing everything she could, playing defense and trying to set up her teammates as best she could. But she finished the night with 6 kills at the end of the day by my tally. And another girl who had a really good day, I thought, for A-Town, Taylor Hendel. She has been very impressive the last 2 times I have done broadcasts here at A-Town High School. So Hendel, definitely one to watch here as we do more A-Town volleyball streams down the stretch this season. So, but Hendel finished with 4 kills and an ace here tonight. 2 kills tonight for Avery Stiegel. 2 kills for the freshman, Ava Patch. 1 kill tonight for the other freshman who got some playing time, Emily Wallace. And 1 kill tonight for Maya Alderson for the A-Town Tornadoes. So that was a very good effort. Like I said, Coach Tinkham was kind of working around with some different lineups here tonight, getting some new faces in there just to see what kind of effort they bring out there to the floor. And I thought, especially in that second set where you're seeing a different lineup than we've been used to so far this season, I think it really kind of worked, at least in regards to the amount of effort that was being put in there. So maybe Coach Tinkham goes to a similar lineup to what we saw here tonight. I mean, we saw, stepping out onto the floor here tonight, we saw Addie Gemmel-Clausen get some time, the senior. We saw Corey Anderson out there for a little bit. Anna Servin, the other senior, was out there here tonight. So it was very interesting seeing the different faces that Coach Tinkham was thrown out there here tonight. So very excited to see where she goes with it here in the next few matches. Of course, she might just be giving some of her other players a little bit of rest because they get ready for a very busy Saturday. They've got 3 matches in a tournament this weekend. So maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But maybe she was just trying to dig a little bit and see what she can come up with. I like to think of it as that way. I mean, when you're searching for your first win, I like to think of it as that, but we'll never know. But maybe I'll ask her before the next match that I do. No Miley tonight, Steve pointing out. Yeah, that was definitely noticeable there. No Miley Weber tonight. But still, like I said, Coach Tink, again, it might just be trying to get her a little bit of rest. That might be the case. I don't know because there are quite a few matches coming up here in the next few days for A-Town as they've got a tournament. I don't know where that tournament is this weekend. Do you know where that is? I don't know. Well, nonetheless, I think they know who they're going to play here. It's up on Max Preps. They've got Monmouth Roseville, Barry Western, and Henry Seneschwein. I just don't know where that is. And Mercer County. Wow, they got 4 matches on Saturday? Oh, boy. Anyway, nonetheless, that's going to put an end to our stream here tonight. It was an excellent, excellent second set there, like I said. And definitely some things to look forward to as we get ready to do more streams here. Now, we will be back on the air tomorrow here on TSSR. A lot of football tomorrow night. We will not be here at A-Town, though, tomorrow. Myself, and my camera girl here tonight, Alyssa, we're going up to Cambridge tomorrow to get ready for Ridgewood and West Central. So if that's a game that piques your interest, we'll have that one for you. Our next volleyball game that we have, it'll be next week sometime. I think it'll be Monday. Let me pull that up before we sign off here. But, yeah, TSSR's got some games tomorrow. We've got a lot of games going on, actually. West Prairie will be on the air tomorrow. Bushnell-Prairie City will be on the air tomorrow. So TSSR going to be very busy tomorrow. We'll be, again, in Cambridge doing West Central and Ridgewood. That's going to be a great matchup between 2-2-1 teams. I can't wait for that. And I know you guys are going to enjoy that one tomorrow night as we come at you from Cambridge, Illinois. But let me pull up the schedule here real quick. As Monday, A-Town taking on, that'll be Knoxville coming to town. So that's going to be a good rivalry matchup right there. Knoxville not coming from too far away, so we'll have that one for you Monday night here on TSSR. So without further ado, that's going to wrap it up for me here tonight as the Rockets of Rockridge, 25-13, 25-16, the final score here this evening. For our camera girl, Alyssa, good to have you back on the camera here tonight. See you tomorrow in Cambridge. But with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here this evening. Thank you so much for watching TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.